Not always we can tell child they are working in our houses as a child labor, because we have to see the two aspect of life, from where they are, and about we have to see their family background also. For example, in my house there are two children. They are brother and sister. That brother, he came 2 months ago, and after 10 days in my house, his father, he was killed by Maoist in his village, and he went to see his mother. And while coming back, he took his sister with him to us. And after that, the second day, his mother, she called us, and she cried a lot, and she was telling, "Madam, don't send my child again back to me." And now they are happy, because I'm a doctor, and they are working in my house, even though I have to work myself because they are small. So they are sitting, they are working, they are helping to cut vegetables, and they are helping me to make the room. We are treating them as a, not as a labor, no, as a family member.
त्यही भएको हुनाले होइन, जस्तै आफू पनि पहिला त्यही चाइल्ड लेबर भएको नाताले र अहिले पनि चाइल्ड लेबरकै क्षेत्रमा काम गर्दाखेरि मलाई एउटा खुसी पनि लाग्छ होइन, किनकि चाइल्ड लेबर वास्तवमा भोगेको मान्छे र नभोगेकोमा बहुत फरक हुन्छ। भोगेकोलाई कस्तो भोग्यो सबै चिज थाहा हुन्छ, र अर्कोले चाहिँ जसले भोगेको छैन त्यसले चाहिँ महसुस मात्रै गर्ने हो, र जसले भोगेको छ त्यसलाई काम गर्न पक्कै पनि गाह्रो भए पनि त्यसले त्यो महसुस गर्छ वास्तवमा के रहेछ समस्या भनेको। अर्काको घरमा बस्दाखेरि चाहिँ होइन, जति माया र ममता दिए पनि, जति शिक्षाका कुराहरू गरे पनि होइन, आफ्नो बुवा मम्मी भनेको आफ्नो बुवा मम्मी हुन्छ, आफ्नो घर पनि आफ्नो हुन्छ। त्यहाँ कुनै न कुनै क्षेत्रबाट, कुनै न कुनै पक्षबाट त्यहाँ टर्चर चाहिँ भइरहेको हुन्छ, जति माया र ममता स्नेह दिए पनि।
From labor perspective and from economic perspective, I would say that the children when are deprived of their basic child rights, and I would emphasize their the education, especially their education.
Even in the short-term perspective, that particular child who engaged in the exploitative work or in child labor will lose his or her opportunity to develop himself or herself as a best citizen of the country.
Then we end up producing a labor force which is uneducated, unskilled, and not very fit or not very competitive in the labor market tomorrow.
They are studying, they are playing, they are watching television, they are playing all my son's toys like that. So I can't say it's child labor, because around my families or around my relatives, I don't see any child labor, because who are sitting in their family, they are they were treated as a family member, and they are getting their bright future.
Really, a lot of people, they said we are give good environment, but only for the few people that is the God. Because they said, okay, children is going to school, but what time? Children is working for the morning 5 to 10, then they go to schools. Then when they return back, again they start to work. So what the reading times? So that is the one big question for this kind of children. Second thing, they lost for their culture, they lost for their mother and father, they are living for other people's house. Definitely they are not happy. I don't think so they are happy.
जस्तै अरूको घरमा बस्दाखेरि जस्तै स्कुलकै टाइम भनौँ न, 10 बजेदेखि स्कुल लाग्छ भनेपछि 10 बजे स्कुल जानु नपाउने होइन, बिहान घरकै भाँडा माझ्नु पर्यो, घर सफा गर्नु पर्यो, र खाना बनाउँदाखेरि यो सबै कामहरू गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ 10 बजिसक्ने 10 बज्दाखेरि स्कुलमा जाँदाखेरि 10:15 बजी स्कुल पुग्यो 10:30 बजी पुग्यो त्यहाँ गइसकेपछि स्कुलमा टिचरले गाली गर्ने र होमवर्क पनि गर्न नभ्याउने भने फेरि टिचरले गाली गर्ने र स्कुलबाट चाहिँ आउँदाखेरि कहिले चाहिँ ढिलो पनि हुने स्कुलमा 4 बज्दाखेरि घर पुग्दाखेरि 4:30 हुँदा 5 बजा पनि घरमा आएर फेरि गाली खानुपर्ने घरमा काम छ चाहिँ बाहिर घुम्ने आखिर बाहिर नघुमे पनि हैन त्यस्तो शङ्काहरू गर्ने यसरी फ्री भएर घुम्न नपाउने र कसैसँग कुरा गर्न पनि अलिकति बन्देज हुन्छ हैन त्यो चाहिँ सबभन्दा गाह्रो लाग्ने त्यो र अर्को कुरा के हो भने चाहिँ बच्चा चाहिँ गरिब छ त्यो चाहिँ पढ्न सक्दैन बुवाआमाले पढाउन सक्नुहुन्न र त्यसको बदलामा मैले त्यसको छोराछोरीलाई ल्याएर म पढाइदिरहेको छु लेखाइदिरहेको छु भन्ने कन्सेप्ट छ नि यो चाहिँ मलाई गलत हो लाग्छ यदि साँच्चै नै अर्काको छोराछोरीको भविष्य उज्जवल देख्न चाहन्छ भनेपछि त्यसकै बुवाआमासँग बसालेर त्यहीबाट सपोर्ट गरेको भए त्यो अझ राम्रो हुन्थ्यो मेरो विचार सबभन्दा दुःख लाग्दो कुरा उनीहरू जुन जन्मिसकेपछि आफ्नो बाबुआमासँग बस्नुपर्ने हो नि त्यो बस्न पाएको छैन र जुन एउटा स्वतन्त्र भएर बाँच्नु पर्ने हो मानवको व्यवहार सर हैन त्योबाट पक्कै पनि वञ्चित छन् त्यो नै सबभन्दा दुःखको कुरा हो
But what are the reasons the children are at work? Couple of them probably I should emphasize. One is, and very much emphasize, is poverty. That the families, the poor families, and also by and large these poor families have a lot of children. Not only 1, 2, 3 children, maybe half a dozen children or more. So they spare a couple of children to work in the labor market right from the beginning. To get them fed, also to get some income supplement to the household.
When they came, they are like not like they are very thin and lean, and every time they were very hungry. From that we can see how they are getting food there. Their mother herself, she told us where I will go and how I will eat and how I will support 3 of my children. Maybe they were facing starvation also over there. But today he is going to school, working in our family. They are also getting benefit. They are also searching among us, among the owners, their own bright future. We are not putting only for our benefit. So we have to see the background. We have to identify the cases, not always the child labor.
Now these children, when they grow up, when they graduate as adult workers, they are ill-equipped, basically, not equipped at all to face the labor market. So it's perpetuation of poverty.
If these children will be withdrawn and put in these schools, and all the adults or youth could be given an opportunity to work in those sectors, by that underemployment and unemployment could be reduced. So if you use child labor, that will harm a lot in the long term, because labor market will be full of unskilled laborers. That means productivity is low, economic growth is low, and on the contrary, it also increases poverty among the vulnerable families. Because in one way we are saying that poverty is the cause for being child labor, but in another way, if you increase the child labor in the labor market, that also brings poverty among the vulnerable families.